The first principle that you need to know to improve your marriage right away is to learn to understand what is in your spouse's heart and mind. Let's call it your spouse's love map. This is so incredibly important. Couples can be married for years and never really know what's going on inside of their hearts and minds. For example, what's stressing your spouse out today? Who are the relatives giving your wife the most stress in her life? What are the things that would soothe your spouse right now that you could do for them right away to make them feel much, much better? I see this all the time as a marriage therapist. Couples don't understand each other, but when we get some insight into what they're both thinking and feeling, marriages can improve quite rapidly. Let me tell you a short story. The story goes that there were two Russian drunkards in Moscow many years ago. They were very, very drunk. They were drinking, and Boris said to his friend, he said, "You know, Ilovich, I love you so much." And Ilovich said to Boris, "You don't really love me." And Boris said to Ilovich, "No, I love you so much." Ilovich said, "If you love me, you would know what's hurting me." So the first thing in marriage is to know what kind of bothers your spouse. What's going on in his job? What's going on in her life, in his job? What's going on in your wife's life with the children? What's going on with your husband's work and his boss and the stresses he's experiencing? So what I want you to do right now is I want you to ask a few questions to your spouse right now. What are the few things that are hurting your spouse the most in their life? What are some of the things that makes your spouse feel really good in life? What would be the best date night for your wife? Okay? And finally, what is your wife or husband's love language? When you get to learn more about what the person feels and thinks, you then can achieve what we call a real love-based relationship and a much healthier marriage.